What is up, guys? It's your boy Brit VR. Welcome back to the show. Behind me is my website, Brit VR Crypto. Tons of passive income videos. Check it out when you guys can. Okay, guys, let's watch this video. It's Monday, one of the worst days in the U.S. stock market. I'm sorry I haven't been posting videos. I had a little bug this weekend, a little stomach bug, and yeah, my stomach hasn't been feeling well. But let's just watch this video.
On what we just witnessed today. That was brutal.
Obviously brutal. I mean, the markets rushed toward a place to say we have to start handicapping the probabilities of a recession in this country. Certainly, we haven't priced that in right yet. The verdict is not yet in. I think you could probably look at the washout conditions in the market and start to make a case that there's been enough selling for now. If it was just an equity story, I do think everyone has one eye though on what credit spreads are doing and just the volatility readings out there, which suggest a certain contingent of market players are kind of trapped in forced hedging, and there's a lot of unease and bad vibrations in the market. That's the way it is before you get some kind of a big reversal rally, but it's also the way it is before the market deepens into a deeper correction.
Peter, on that note, what are you looking out for, the key triggers that would make you turn to be a bit more constructive, a bit more bullish again?
Well, I'm looking at the rates markets, and the rates markets have been singing a bearish tune for quite some time. The 10-year dipped to about 35 basis points.
Although it rallied up to 50 basis points.
It did. Big moves all day long. The 3-month to 10-year spread, not to get too esoteric, intraday moved 30 basis points. It was down 20 and then it was up 10. It's really a really interesting time in the rates market. So what I would like to see is a bit of a steepening in the yield curve, which likely cannot happen because Fed funds right now is still well above the 10-year. So I'm actually expecting the Fed to move at its next meeting with another series of cuts, and then perhaps I will get more constructive. But the problem is the fundamentals have been weak for a while, and the coronavirus is just, as I've been saying, an extremely heavy straw on a very weak camel's back.
So junk spreads have jumped the last 2 days, but they're still below where they were in 2015,
Right.
2016. So do you think we get to that level or above before the pain is over?
Well, I'll tell you, it's interesting. You know, I grew up in a world where credit markets led equities every time. A couple cycles that I have lived through, that was the case. Now I think it's different, and I think the equity cushion under credit spreads has allowed for a relative value mindset that has persisted for a long time. In other words, if you're taking down a new issue and a company has a massive first loss cushion beneath you, you're really not all that worried about being repaid. But suddenly, as your equity cushion diminishes, you say, oh my goodness, maybe I don't care about that extra 10 basis points on the break. I really care more about whether or not I'm going to get repaid at the end of the day. And that's the shift.
So one of the big hits for today was the oil market. A couple of days ago, Saudi Arabia couldn't make a deal with Russia about cutting supply. So right now we're oversupplied with oil everywhere. A lot of oil companies, Chesapeake is like 16 cents a share. Neighbors is like $1 per share. Man, there's so many oil companies that are looking, in my eyes, they're looking to go bankrupt because they have a lot of debt. And with oil prices at 30-something dollars now, most of the companies in the United States that can make even off of the oil and gas prices is around $48 to $51. So this was a huge blow to the U.S. stock market. So let's head over to Bitcoin, and Bitcoin fell too. People were talking about why Bitcoin fell. They were saying some type of a scam was happening in Asia. I don't know the name of it, but that's why we got the rally. But if you look at the technicals, we've been going in this direction, hanging out in between these two resistance lines, and we've been bouncing off of them. And 2 days ago, 3 days ago, during the weekend, we hit one of the resistance line, and we bounced down. And as you can see right here, guys, get closer. This is the day chart. Oh, it came down and hit this resistance line and bounced back up. So hopefully we can stay within this, but if we do stay within this, we might be continuing to go down. Our next resistance, because it's going to pop up, our resistance is right here at 84.32. So I believe we will pop up to here and maybe go back down, or pop up to here and go up and hit this line. But we will see what happens. Now, we had another support line down here that we hit that made this resistance of this horizontal line very, very strong. And this is at 77.48. So we're at like 78.62 right now, which is crazy because we were supposed to breeze through this huge resistance line up here, but we never got above this 10,560, which is kind of crazy, guys. Justin Sun posted on Twitter, Warren Buffett has 130 billion in cash. He's looking for a great deal. During these times of bearish moments, this is the best time to buy something. This is where normal people become billionaires and millionaires. So go through these oil companies, see where you can make a play, or go through the shipping companies, the travel companies, anything that deals with vacations. Go and see where you can have a good deal. The airplane companies. Once we get a vaccine in 6 to 12 months, all of these companies are going to go higher up in price. With cryptocurrencies, it all depends on, do we have more buyers? Right now, there's a scare in the market, and Bitcoin is not a safe haven. Gold is skyrocketing right now. Let's go to gold real quick. Gold is spiking right now, and this is the best safe haven right now as we're talking up today. Maybe in the future Bitcoin will be that, but not today, guys. It's sad. I'm a huge Bitcoin fan, but it's not happening now. You may want to put some money into gold and hold it for a little bit, and maybe you can make some profits that way. But when the treasuries from the US are so low in yield, we're having a huge problem. But remember, guys, buy the dip. There's so many good deals out there. Don't buy it all at once. I'm not a financial advisor. Just buy little pieces at a time, and then you'll make profits somewhere in there. So I'm going to end the video, man. Thank you for watching. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. And all you guys have a good day, and all you guys have a good night. And enjoy the crypto life. Peace.